now looking at question 11.6. The text reads as follows. The deployment of surveillance cameras in urban areas has increased exponentially in recent years. This rise is often justified by the claim of enhancing public safety, yet the effectiveness of this approach remains debatable. Critics argue that it leads to a pervasive monitoring environment infringing on personal privacy and civil liberties. Such surveillance is seen not just as a tool for safety, but also as a mechanism for social control. The implementation of facial recognition technology has further intensified these concerns. While proponents tout its potential to identify suspects and prevent crimes, it also raises significant ethical questions. The accuracy of facial recognition systems can vary dramatically, with documented biases against certain demographic groups. This has led to wrongful arrests and a sense of mistrust amongst communities, especially those already marginalized. Moreover, the justification for expanding surveillance often overlooks the broader societal impacts. The presence of cameras can alter behavior, deter public gatherings, and suppress free speech. It subtly shifts the urban landscape from open demographic spaces to zones of watchfulness, where citizens are constantly aware of being observed. The question reads: how does the passage connect the implementation of surveillance in the first three paragraphs to its broader societal implications in the last paragraph? A, by contradicting earlier statements about surveillance benefits. B, by showing a progression from individual privacy concerns to societal impacts. C, by listing benefits without acknowledging potential harms. Or D, by focusing solely on technical aspects without broader context. So, A, by contradicting earlier statements about surveillance benefits, it doesn't do that. There isn't, it doesn't really refer to anything about contradictions. Um, B, by showing a progression from individual privacy concerns to societal impacts. So that is a possibility. C, by listing benefits without acknowledging potential harms. That would be incorrect as well because it discusses both. And D, by focusing solely on technical aspects without the broader context. That would be incorrect as well. So the correct answer would be B. And we're going to explain why now. So let's highlight B. Okay, so by showing a progression from individual privacy concerns to societal impacts. So in the first paragraph here, it talks about the deployment of surveillance cameras in urban areas and how it's increased. And it's increased obviously because it it provides an opportunity to monitor people on a much larger scale. It claims it enhances public safety, but the effects remains debatable. So let's highlight this one as well. And then critics argue that it infringes on personal privacy as well as civil liberties. So it's already telling us about specific privacy concerns for individuals. The next paragraph then goes on to explain that it's used to identify suspects and prevent crimes, and but it also raises other significant ethical questions because it questions the accuracy of it because it might be aimed towards certain demographic groups instead, and it ends up with wrongful arrests and creates a mistrust amongst community members as well, which is another issue. So as you can see, we're already starting to move towards societal problems now with wrongful arrests. Then once again, the next paragraph um, specifically mentions the broader societal impacts as well, and that it can alter behavior, deter public gatherings, and suppress free speech, and so on. So as you can see, we're moving from in the first paragraph, we're talking about public safety, and we're moving from individual privacy as we go through the next two paragraphs in paragraph 2 and 3, and we're ending up with societal impacts as well. And that is why we can say it correlates with B. So we can say that the passage links the implementation and effects of surveillance on individual privacy in the first part to broader societal implications discussed in the last paragraph, and therefore we choose option B.